The Body's War, Chronicles of the Immune System. In the vast, internal cosmos of the known as the Innerverse, a silent watch is kept. Trillions of cells coexist in a delicate, flowing metropolis. Patrolling these fluid highways are the sentinels of the immune system. Among them is Phago, a macrophage, a relentless guardian whose form is ancient and whose purpose is absolute, to seek and consume anything that is not of the self. The peace is broken by a breach in the lungs lining. An invader, morbus, makes its entry. It is not alive in any sense we understand it. It is a geometric infiltrator, a crystalline piece of biological code, elegant and sharp, built for a single, devastating purpose: replication. Its arrival is a whisper, a single foreign note in the symphony of the body. Phago's contact is immediate. It engulfs a swift and practiced act of consumption. But Phago recognizes this is no mere cellular debris. This is a scout for a larger force. Inside its body, it dismantles the virus and takes a piece of it, a unique protein spike called an antigen, and displays it on its own surface. It is a warning flare, a chemical alarm broadcast into the darkness of the Innerverse. The alarm travels to the lymph nodes, the bus centers of the immune network. Here, the signal activates a specialist, a helper T-cell named Theron. Theron is not a brute force soldier, but a strategist and intelligence officer. It docks with Phago, its receptors carefully reading the antigen, analyzing the signature of the new enemy. The threat is identified. Theron now enemy's blueprint. It begins a process of rapid multiplication, cloning itself to raise an army. This army is twofold: killer T-cells, assassins trained to destroy compromised body cells, and more helper T-cells, which will travel to coordinate the next, most sophisticated wave of defense. The mobilization has begun. While the immune forces mobilize, other ones have found their targets. They latch onto the surface of healthy cells, turning them into unwilling hosts. The virus injects its genetic code, hijacking the cell's machinery. The body's own cells are now compromised, transformed into factories forced to produce thousands of new enemy soldiers. Theron's helper T-cells locate the final piece of the B-cells. These are the master weaponsmiths of the Innerverse. Upon activation by Theron, a B-cell begins its transformation, preparing to mass-produce the ultimate precision weapon: antibodies. Millions of these Y-shaped proteins, which we will call Scopus, are forged, each one shaped to perfectly match and bind to the morbus antigen. A flood of Scopus antibodies is released in stream. They are not designed to kill, but to tag and neutralize. They swarm through the Innerverse, locking onto any morbus variants they find. This binding action physically prevents the viruses from infecting new cells and acts as a brilliant red flag, marking them for destruction by roaming macrophages like Phago. This battle was a controlled burn. The invader was a vaccine, a carefully designed training dummy. It carried the enemy's signature antigen, but lacked the ability to cause disease, triggering a full immune response without the risk of a real war. What remains is the true prize: memory cells. Veterans of this drill, these specialized B and T cells, will patrol the Innerverse for years, holding the blueprint of the enemy. The Innerverse is quiet. The threat has been realized, the intelligence gathered. Phago continues its endless patrol, a silent guardian. Theron and its legion of memory cells stand as a permanent, vigilant watch. The vaccine has provided the training, and the veterans needed to defend the entire system. This is the silent, epic war, a victory won not with force, but with memory and preparation.